Now, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to get started here. Looks like we are live.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Juana, you're good.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So we got to do a screen share here. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that are joining us for the very first time, my name is Buana Thurman, and I would like to personally thank you all for taking some time out of your schedule to learn a little bit more about Travelution, who we are, what we do, and how we may be able to help save you guys some money on your personal travel, on your business travel, on your weekend travel, on your vacation travel. I will say this, whoever invited you to this call tonight, one of the first things you need to do, or to this webinar or hangout or whatever you want to call it, one of the first things that I would do is thank them right afterwards, because they just shared something with you that is going to be absolutely life changing. And more importantly, being a company still in a pre-launch phase, you're being shared this information because you have a relationship with that person. And here's what I want to pick. I want you to picture as I'm getting ready to share Travelution with you. If you're someone that has ever considered traveling the world for pennies on the dollar, if you're someone that has ever considered um, literally just being able to have some amazing tax benefits, and I'm talking anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 this year in additional tax savings. I know all of us would love to decrease our tax liability as much as possible. If you're just looking for some real freedom in your life, some more control in your life, we're going to talk about all of the above. And as I share this information, one of the things that I do want you to know is there's even an opportunity for a few people here. One thing that everybody should know is people, travel agents, and these are people that work from home. The average travel agent makes $34,000 a year working from home. Now, there are a lot of them that make a lot more than that, but I sit back, ladies and gentlemen, and I know a lot of people that work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and they don't make $20,000 a year. So, some of you may be looking for that replacement income. Some of you may be looking for some part-time income, full-time income, in-between income. It doesn't really matter. Just thank the person that invited you to this, because I think you'll really, really, really be glad that they shared this information with you. Travelution is what I call, I think it's going to be a dominant company. And even before I get into some details, and you guys, if you're following on the Hangout, you can kind of read the screen right now. But imagine if you had an opportunity to be there when AAA first started their travel agency. Imagine if you were able to be there when American Express first got started with their travel agency. See, a lot of people think that travel agents actually cost more money, but actually, travel agents, it's actually in many cases a lot less expensive to have a travel agent help you book your travel. So we're going to talk a little bit about booking travel and how whoever invited you on the phone will be able to save you some time, a lot of energy and research time. We're going to talk about how they're going to be able to save you some money. We're going to talk about how they're going to be able to use their knowledge and the relationships that they've developed with these vendors to really be able to make your life better. And more importantly, they're going to show you how you can become a VIP client, do exactly what you were getting ready to do, but instead of being a confirmation number, you can literally have someone that has your back, that's on your side, and that's going to really help you and get you the dream vacation or whatever type of travel you deserve. So here at Travelution, it's definitely more than just, getting a discounted rate. I think everybody loves the hookup, but we're helping, our VIP clients have some of the best vacations and, more importantly, the best experiences in the world. We really take pride in our customer service. And of course, we're going to talk about the agent benefits, the agent perks, and all that good stuff. But one of the things that we want you to know is we have a lot of education and knowledge about this industry, and we can really, really, really help anybody that's looking to travel for less and have the best value. So, people are waking up. For a while, people were thinking, oh, well, I can go online and I can book travel and it's a whole lot easier. No, it isn't. It's a lot easier to call somebody and say, hey, here's where I want to go, and let them do the research for you and help you save money than, a lot more money than what you would possibly online. So there are a lot of profits available for people who are maybe looking for a home-based business. And with the tools and the resources and the technology that Travelution brings to the table, you're going to see why this is probably the most exciting program or one of the most exciting companies that you'll ever take a look at. Now, the vision of Travelution is quite simple. It's very simple. As a matter of fact, the goal of Travelution over the next couple of years is to become within the top 50 travel agencies in the world. And over the next 5 years is to become in the top 10. And right now, some of the technology, I've been so fortunate to be able to kind of be behind the scenes and see this thing from its development. And I know for a fact the technology that we're building right now, there will be travel agents all over the world wanting to be a part of Travelution because of the foundation and the template that is being built. And so our vision is very simple. And there are 3 words that, in my opinion, will describe Travelution. Number 1 is simple. We want to make everything simple, not only for our VIP client, but for our agents. Number 2 is experience. Think about it. Everybody wants to have an experience, whether it be the VIP customer or whether it be our agents. And the last one is compliance. We're going to do it the right way. And this comes directly from the top, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll share a little bit more about that in just a moment. But just to let you know who we serve, it's quite simple. I've already kind of hinted to it. Our VIP clients, they're going to be one of 2 people when we finish this call. There's going to be people that say, you know what, it just makes sense to become a VIP client. And then there are going to be some of us, that say, you know what, I'd love to travel the world for pennies on the dollar. I'd love to be able to take my family on dream vacations and get them at wholesale prices and be able to shop directly from the vendor. And so some of you are going to want to be agents here. And here's how it works. Now, our VIP clients, many of them may end up looking like this, just confused. Maybe you don't know where to research. I see so many people that spend a lot more money than what they need to be spending. And it's just because they don't know where to look. And so instead of you having to spend hours of exhausting research time, you can have an agent on your side. Instead of you being a confirmation number, you can have an agent do the work for you instead of you having to, having to deal with people. I don't know if you've ever called customer service for Expedia or Hotwire or one of these companies, but most of the time they're not even in the United States. What if you could have VIP customer service, have your own agent doing all the work for you, making sure that you don't have to spend any unnecessary money, and more importantly, making sure that you have a VIP experience that you will never, ever, ever forget. And not only that, being able to do it on a budget, no matter what your budget is, whether your budget is in the hundreds, in the thousands, or the tens of thousands, we have an inventory for all of the above. Now, what's special about Travelution, ladies and gentlemen, is it is very simple. Travelution, we have agents that are professionally trained to service their VIP clients. If you don't know that, I mean, trust and believe, these agents are trained, and it starts with our in-house training. We literally have, I know right now when I was taking the test, it was 38 different modules that we were a part of, and that we had to get trained with. And these 38 modules, they are no joke. And when I tell you learning everything from how to develop a business concept, how to find what your niche market is going to be, from advertising your travel business to how to find and search the lowest prices for your clients, to developing relationships with the business development managers or the vendors, everything you would need to know about being a professional in the travel industry. Boy, this is what Travelution teaches you. Not only that, we're connected to the best service and rates in the travel industry. And that has a lot to do with the ownership. The ownership has been in the travel space for the past 10 years. They've had their own host agency for the past 7 years. And so when you develop these relationships with these vendors for the past 7 years, you really get connected and you end up having the best service and the best rates in the travel industry. We are exposed and professionals in every segment of travel. See, a lot of times people think travel is just, going on a cruise or going on a all-inclusive, but no, travel encompasses everything. Travel encompasses, everything from renting a car to taking a flight to renting a cabin, or all-inclusive, to plays and concerts and sporting events and amusement parks. Every segment of travel we specialize in, and we can help you. Not only that, we understand the fine print. How many of you ever got documents when you were getting ready to travel and the last thing you wanted to do was understand the fine print? What if you had someone that could just simply explain all that information to you, help you save a lot of time, and more importantly, help you save some cash? I mean, there's not a person on this phone that, if you're getting ready to go on vacation, wouldn't you love to have some extra cash in your pocket to maybe do some shopping, maybe go on to do some activities that you were not normally going to do because you were able to save some money with just the travel aspect of the business? Well, that's what our Travelution's agents do. This is what we provide. And God forbid, if something were to happen, we have the ability to troubleshoot any problems that you may have. I was talking to a young lady who will now be a client of mine. She went to Italy last year. And when she went to Italy, she ended up getting stuck somewhere and having to make different arrangements with her flights. And instead of having an agent on her side, instead of having somebody to troubleshoot for her, guess what happened? She ended up having to call customer service, who she could barely understand, and they were not willing to help her. So she ended up having to buy an entirely new plane ticket. And, if she had a travel agent on her side, things could have been quite different. So she ended up spending more unnecessary money that she didn't have to spend. Well, you may be asking, well, where did this Travelution idea come from? Well, if you look to the left here, these are pictures of our owners. And I have to tell you, they are some of the most dynamic, some of the most fun people, some of the smartest people that I know, but more importantly, they really have a passion for travel. As I said before, if you look at the top picture, Dusty and Amanda and their kids, they have literally they're bringing 10 years of travel agent experience to the table. They're bringing relationships. They're bringing top tier vendor commissions because of their relationships. They're bringing, more importantly, 10 years of wisdom and experience and knowledge to make sure that all of us as agents, as a part of Travelution being our host agency, making sure that we carry on that experience to our clients, our VIP clients, and so on and so forth. So Dusty and Amanda have not only been very, very successful. As a matter of fact, last year alone, their travel business did over $16 million in sales. Now, this had nothing to do with direct sales or networking or anything like that. It was a traditional travel business that went out and did over $16 million in booking. So that's why these vendors have developed the relationships with them. Not only that, they have partnered up with Dave and Faraday. Now, Dusty and his wife, Amanda, have also gone out and made millions of dollars in the direct sales industry. And that's what I love about what Travelution has done. We've taken, ladies and gentlemen, the largest industry in the world. Many of you already know this. Travel is almost an $8 trillion industry. They predict it to double over the next 10 years. So when it comes to timing and being in front of the right trend, you couldn't ask for a better position to be in. Now, what the ownership here at Travelution have done, they've taken the concept of a traditional business, a regular traditional travel business, travel agency business. They've taken the largest industry in the world. They've taken an industry like technology and combined it with the power of direct sales, and they have created something absolutely special, absolutely phenomenal, once in a lifetime opportunity. And so what they did was they went out and found two of the best people in the direct sales industry. As a matter of fact, many of you across the world recognize Dave and Faraday because they were like number 54 in the world as far as top money earners. And it is very, very, very exciting to have somebody that has that direct sales experience, somebody that has that knowledge of how to go out and not only earn millions and millions of dollars themselves, but they've been able to go out and help other people earn millions and millions of dollars in the direct sales industry. So it is very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. But everything from direct sales training, the travel agent training, the experience, the client satisfaction, the vendor relationships, we have it all. And you know what I call this? I call this having a successfully experienced management team. Not just successful, because I've known a lot of people to become successful, but how many of you have known people that became successful and they kind of got lucky? And then I've seen a lot of people that have had a lot of experience, but they've never been successful at anything. Isn't it pretty awesome to have both? And that's what they've put together, ladies and gentlemen. And so becoming an agent is very simple. For some of you who may be looking for that part-time income, or maybe you looking for replacement income, here's the bottom line. As I said before, travel agents earn thousands of dollars a month, tens of thousands of dollars a month. The sky is the limit here. You can have an unlimited business that allows you to earn unlimited income. And becoming an agent and using the hostship of Travelution is quite simple. All it costs is $249.95. Now that takes care of all of your training, that takes care of all of your certification, and it takes care of all of your licensing. This is all over the United States, soon to be the world. So one time, $249. Now, I've had the privilege of just being around this travel industry for a little while, and I know people that have paid thousands and thousands of dollars to team up with a host agency. So here, and I tell these guys all the time, the only downfall that I think about Travelution is it's too cheap to get started. And so we have a $69.95 per month hosting fee, which again, for what I'm getting ready to share with you is an absolute joke. Now, I run a turf care business also. And, I've even heard people say $69 a month. Yeah, that's your only overhead for the entire month to have a scalding setup business. And watch what comes along with this business, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, you're going to get a back office tool suite. This back office tool suite is like having your own personal assistant. It's like having your own accountant. So imagine having a legal firm. We have one of the best attorneys in the world. One of the best attorneys in the world. You don't have to worry about any attorney fees. All of the accounting for your business is taken care of. All of the administrative work is taken care of. All of that is taken care of with your back office tool suite. You have business development customer support. They're open from 9 to 5 every single day. They're here to support you in your business. They're here to support you as you and your clients, your VIP clients. So can you imagine having your own customer service department, your own administrative department, your own legal team, your own accounting team? Everything you need is right there in your back office. And on top of everything else, they include, and this is included in this $69.95 per month, they include an internet marketing tool suite. I mean, give me a break. Most companies charge easily anywhere from $15 to $25 per month just for that. For some of you who want to aggressively market and advertise your business, every tool that you could possibly think of is included. Everything from your splash or capture page to your customer relationship management systems. We got 2 CRMs. You have an autoresponder system. You have everything, all the autoresponder emails, everything that you need to build and market and advertise your business is there. You have a resource center that includes all the PDFs, all of the brochures, anything that you could think about to market your business is there. You have the online training university. It's not there just for you to go through it one time. It's there for you to reference on and on and on. And there's ongoing training constantly. But you know what? All the licensing fees are covered. All of the legal fees are covered. All of the sales fee, everything that you need to market and sell travel here in the United States is taken care of. We have top tier vendor commissions. Why? Because we have the relationships with the vendors. 10 years. I mean, our average commission is about 14, maybe up to 15%. And I'll talk about that in just a second. And not only that, if you are that person that says, you know what, I love what I'm hearing, I just don't have time to book my own travel, you can refer your clients to our customer support. They will book the travel for you. They will set everything up for you. They will follow up with the customer and still pay you just for referring that client 60% of the commission. And then if you do the booking yourself, they're going to pay you 80% of the vendor commission split. Unbelievable. Some companies start you off at 50-50, 60-40. We start you off at 80-20, ladies and gentlemen. Only 20% stays with the company. And then last but not least, there's tons of agent discounts and benefits for your personal travel. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But pretty neat because we have the ability to go out and earn travel commissions. And this is definitely one of the 7 ways we get paid. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details of exactly how we get paid, but there's 7 different income streams. And I want you to understand this. You know, I was so used to getting paid one way. To get paid 7 different ways is a dream come true. Growing up, my mom used to always tell me, son, get your education so, you can get a good job with a big company and start at the bottom and work your way up to the top. And I literally had to figure out the hard way that most people who do that never get ahead in life, including my mom, who used to tell me that. And I love my mom to death, but my mom worked for 33 years for the government. And when she retired, they gave her 2 airplane tickets and said, hey, see you later. And so the reality is, this is something, no matter what age you are, whether you're a millennial, whether you are a baby boomer, whether you're just looking for a way to travel the world for pennies, this is your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. And just to give you an example of one of the ways we get paid, which are travel commissions, let's just say you knew someone that was looking for a cruise. Matter of fact, I just had one of my agents call me up, Mike Lake. Mike, if you're on the line, way to go, man. He just had a friend of his that's looking for a cruise. They're looking to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise. And there's 4 people that's going on this cruise. And it would cost more than $1,000. But for the sake of an example, I want to show you how we get paid these travel commissions. Let's say you go out and you book a cruise, and that cruise ends up being $1,000. Let's just say 2 people go on a cruise, it costs $1,000. Well, let's say whatever vendor that we work through, let's say it was Royal Caribbean, we would be able to earn 14% commission. Now, that 14% is going to get paid to Travelution because Travelution is our hosting agency. Now, if you book the travel yourself, what that would mean is $140 would go to Travelution. Now, of that $140, ladies and gentlemen, 80% of it is going to go to is going to go back to Travelution. So in this example, the $140 that got paid to Travelution, Travelution is going to pay you $112 and they're going to keep $28. Now, based on the technology that we're coming out with, ladies and gentlemen, it may take you 15 minutes to find that cruise. What if it took you an hour? What if it took you 2 hours? How many of you on this phone right now earn $65 an hour? Because that's what you would have earned even if it took you 2 hours to book this cruise. And so this is just to give you a perspective of the type of income that's available, ladies and gentlemen, in the travel industry. And it is fun. It is exciting. And just to kind of give you some examples of how this thing works, we actually have 7 different income streams, ladies and gentlemen. And it is very, very, very exciting. My computer wants to be a little slow here, but we get paid 7 different ways. We have what we call fast start bonuses, and the fast start bonuses are paid out on a weekly basis. All that means is if you refer another agent to the company, when that agent gets started and they get enrolled in the company's going to pay you $72 just for introducing that new agent to the company. And I love to talk about this because I want you to think about it, ladies and gentlemen. People are looking for ways to add to their income. When you're broke, there's only 2 things that you can do. You can decrease your overhead or you can increase your income. And so, one of the things that I love about this business, they have taken the power of direct sales and partnered up with the largest industry in the world and taken the most amazing foundation and put all of these together called Travelution. And boy, we are creating a revolution, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to think about that real quick. I mean, can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if you were able to go out and maybe introduce one or two new people to this business, and every week you got an extra 140 $4 or whatever you may get on a weekly basis just for, see, when I first got started in this industry, J. Paul Getty, somebody told me about J. Paul Getty. He was one of the first recorded billionaires. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people rather than having 100% of my own efforts. Now, I want you to think about this real quick, because for most people, ladies and gentlemen, most people never, ever, ever have an opportunity to have 100%. All they ever do is work off of their own personal efforts. And so if they go to work, they get paid. If they don't go to work, they don't get paid. You know what I learned about wealthy people? If they go to work, they get paid. If they don't go to work, that's what still happens. They still get paid. And so this company has created 1, 2, 3, 4. They've created 4 different income streams that allows us to earn what I like to call residual income. And the reason I love to talk about residual income is because, think about it, ladies and gentlemen, if your whole life you've been paying residual bills, but you've been trading time for money. So think about it. If your whole life you pay residual bills, doesn't it make sense to have a residual income? Yeah, see, here's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 3x10 force matrix, which for some of you who've been in the direct sales industry, if you don't understand anything else, listen to what I'm getting ready to say. There are less than 300 people in this company, which means there are less than 300 agents in this matrix. You ever heard that phrase, the people at the top make a lot of money? That is very, very, very true to a certain extent. Now, I'll tell every one of you on the phone right now, the people that's going to make the most amount of money in this company, they haven't even gotten started yet. But the beauty of this business is you get a chance to be here on the ground floor. You get a chance to capitalize off of the thousands and thousands of people that's going to join this agency this year. We have what I like to call real residual match income. Matching bonuses. Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, being able to go out and earn a matching bonus off of every person that you introduce to the business? So if they go out and it starts off at 10% and you get paid down through 5 generations of matching bonuses. I mean, think about it. So every time somebody made 1,000, you made 100. If they made 5,000, you made 500. Well, the question would be, how many of those people would you want to have? You know, we have luxury lifestyle bonuses ranging anywhere from $200 to $20,000 per month. You know, they said, we're not going to make you buy a certain car and a certain color car and a certain brand of car, even if you may not want the car. They say, you know what? We're just going to give you cash. And if you want to pay your debts off, if you want to pay your credit cards off, if you want to use this money to put your kids through college, you can use it however you want to use it. And then we have global bonus pools for people that are producing activities that create growth in their organization every single week and every single month. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's about my time. But when we go through this little overview, there's typically 2 types of people that take a look at this company. And I'm not sure why my last slide doesn't have those 2 things on it, but I'm going to tell you the 2 things. There's 2 types of people. The first type person says, you know what? I just want to be one of them VIP clients. If you're going to show me, and you mean to tell me you're going to book everything for me, I don't have to worry about researching. I don't have to worry about dealing with anything online. I can count on you to go out, book my travel, get everything set up, and I'm going to pay less. If you say, look, I just want to be one of your VIP clients, ladies and gentlemen, you are the foundation. You are the foundation of this company. We love you. We appreciate you. And you are what we are looking for. And we want to help you travel the world and have the vacation or whatever type of travel experience that you deserve. The second type person is that person that says, man, I'm ready for that agent life. I'm ready to I'm ready to travel for pennies on the dollar. I'm literally ready to, man, I didn't even get a chance to show you all some of these fam trips. I don't know what happened to this presentation, but just to give you some examples, I mean, here's one, 4 days at Sandals Beaches. This is an example of that agent life, things we get a chance to experience. When you become a certified sandal specialist, you go for free. The only thing you have to pay for is your airfare. I mean, you know, here's the Wynn Resort in Las Vegas. Imagine being able to go to Las Vegas 2 nights for 2 people, reception, appetizers, breakfast, dinner, and a show, $0. Only thing you got to do is get your flight or get to Vegas. Imagine going to Cancun with Apple Vacations. Only $249 per person. That includes your airfare, lodging, meals, drinks, transfers, and a guide. And see, these are the premium vendors. These are just examples. These are definitely not all of them. But how many of you like staying at the Marriott, at IHG Properties, Carnival Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean? These are vendors that we've gone out and built the relationships with. And the only thing you have to do is join our company. And I got to tell you guys, these benefits are earned. They're not given away. They are earned. They are earned when you go through what we call your master travel agent training and our supplier production. And so we're excited, ladies and gentlemen. You really need to get with the person that invited you down. Even if you just want to be able to save money on your taxes this year. Some of you need some tax breaks. You should have a minimum of $5,000 to $8,000 in taxes this year just off of being a part of this program. You need to get with the person that invited you on the webinar, on the hangout. They can give you some more details and more information. I do want to encourage you guys to tune in tonight. Our CEO and founder at 10 o'clock in about 20 minutes. He's going to be going through about 30 minutes of information, and he's going to take about 10 minutes and go through some travel training. He's going to take about 10 minutes and go through some vendor and tax training. And he's going to take about 10 minutes to go through some business training. If I were you, I would jump back on that same link that you're on right now, hangout.yourtravelution.com/ whatever the ID number of the person that gave that to you, and jump back on that line. And he's going to go through some amazing training, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go through some training that's going to really open your eyes up about travel, open your eyes up about this industry, open your eyes up about some of the benefits and the tax benefits, open your eyes up about how you can come in here and this week you can start generating an income. If you want to know how to get up and running, what are some of the next steps, make sure you're on that call. It's going to start at 10 o'clock sharp, same link that you're on right now. And you'll hear more information about a training that's coming up on the 20th. All of you need to mark your calendars, February the 20th. That's not this Saturday coming up, but the following Saturday. We're going to have our first momentum training event. All I can tell you guys is you're going to want to tune in. You're going to want to get plugged in. Now, this is for somebody who's really serious about building a real direct sales marketing business. And so for somebody who says, you know what, I'm tired of being a professional. I'm tired of not being successful on the direct sales side. I'm tired of not making it or starting in a business like this. I'm tired of not having the confidence. I'm tired of not knowing what to say. I'm tired of not knowing how to talk to people and present to people. If you're that person that really says, you know what, I'm really serious about my business this time, and I want to build this business as a professional. If you're that person, Mark your calendar for the 20th. The person who invited you on this call will let you know some more details. I look forward to meeting every single one of you on the beaches of the world. Good night. God bless. Jump on the call on the link at 10 o'clock, and I'll see you guys at the top. Good night.